Kanye actually gets to perform in China to a sold-out crowd.
In the night, I hear him talk. Make some noise for yourselves right now.
What up, words? Your boy Challz Brown back again talking facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those cash outs to CLBMG. Join the membership. Why would Kanye be able to perform in China to 70,000 people at the Shanghai Stadium? I'm going to tell you why, gang, because most of them probably don't know what's going on with Kanye currently. They probably have no idea. Their media is suppressed. They don't get to know this, that, and the third. And they probably don't care. The stuff he's talking about has no real world consequences to them. So it's, you know what I'm saying, there's really no reason to not let him perform there, but he sold out the stadium in Shanghai. I don't know if they really are up on his recent antics, but he is a mega star, world global superstar. He was banned from, he got the whole festival shut down in, what was it, Slovakia? The one I already told you about that, the whole festival, they protested it so bad, they didn't just kick him off the festival. They canceled the whole festival. It was a it was a festival that was him and other artists. It wasn't just him, but for whatever reason, they say, you know what? Instead of just kicking him off and keeping it, we're just going to close the whole thing. So he got that whole festival shut down. Kanye can't perform anywhere. He can't perform anywhere in Europe. He can't perform here. I don't know who's going to book this guy, but he did get this show and triumphantly rocked out in Shanghai for whatever reason. And I'm sure that government is having a blast with the shit he's saying, right? But let me keep this moving. I'm going to read this article, have a conversation. To me, I don't see how this guy's career, unless he's going to keep going to China and doing these off-brand countries. He hasn't been in China since 2008. So this is the first time he's been back there. Let me keep this moving. Kanye West has rapped about tearing up arenas since graduation. His most memorable line about it is on Kid Cudi's Erase Me. Kanye returned to China in dramatic fashion on July 11th, delivering a sold-out performance in Shanghai Stadium. They came out in droves, gang. 70,000 people is a lot of people. That is a stadium. That is packed. That is full. They were not playing. He has not been there since 2008. The long-anticipated show drew an estimated 72,000 fans, making it one of the largest hip-hop concerts in China's history. Taking the stage is a casual gray hoodie, and leather pants. West powered through a set list that spanned his decades-long career. I don't even know if I want to sit through this. I can still listen to his records, but I don't want to sit up there and watch him performing, knowing that he's so ridiculous right now, and the stuff that he's saying, I don't align with him in any kind of way. About nothing he says. So I couldn't sit there and watch him back and forth gyrating in some leather pants, right? I'm good on that. So me, I personally would never pay to see Kanye. I wouldn't pay $2. You couldn't pay me to watch Kanye perform. You could not pay me. There's no amount of money for me to sit there and watch Kanye West. I'm just going to be honest. You may say, Challz, if they offer you $1 million, $2 million, you could call me crazy. I'm not sitting there watching Kanye for any amount of money unless I have no choice and I can't get out of the arena, of the room, and I'm locked in there with both my eyes open. I don't want to see Kanye. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not feeling Kanye at all. So, taking the stage in a casual gray hoodie, He's saying power, can't tell me nothing, blood on the leaves, and famous. And maybe I was thinking about, like, maybe Challz, man, you might be a little too hard on this guy. Like, this new generation doesn't look at things personally. They don't look at when these artists have these takes that are very demonstrative and wild. These new people, they just look at it like, well, that's not a good thing to say, but his music slaps, right? So they'll just judge him based per album. If the next album is trash, they just say it's trash and they wait for the next one. They don't take anything he says into consideration. Nothing is taboo. It's just like, oh, well, that's a naughty thing, but that's just Kanye. He's just trolling. And then they go and listen to the next. They don't look at stuff like I do. They don't take anything. They don't hold anybody accountable for anything unless it's like super, like, you know what I'm saying? Some Epstein shit or something. Other than that, other than the last resort, it's really, apparently that's the only thing you can do these days. The only thing you can say bad to these kids and tell these people is something about Epstein. Other than that, you could say anything and do anything and you're good for the next release. So, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but let me continue. Ye is known for switching up his lyrics with the times and adding fresh twists to familiar verses, prompting waves of excitement from longtime fans. Clips posted online captured his commanding presence and the crowd's raucous reception. Like I said, they probably have no idea, don't care what's going on with Kanye. They just remember Kanye. It's Kanye West up there. Hottie, hottie, ho. You know what I'm saying? Just that's it. This marks West's full concerts in China in 16 years, following a 2024 listener session held in Haikou. Within hours of announcing the Shanghai date, more than 60,000 users registered interest through Demai, China's major ticketing platform. That surge reflected not only anticipation for his return, but also his lasting cultural relevance. This album is glazing this guy up, gang. I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, this article is glazing this guy up. They like, listen, this was incredible, amazing, stupendous. Like they on some Bugs Bunny shit in this joint. That surge reflected not only anticipation for his return, but also his lasting cultural relevance, despite public controversies in recent years. The Shanghai concert reaffirmed West's global reach and influence. It also signaled a renewed phase in the international touring presence as he reestablishes his footprint. This sounds like a goddamn marketing campaign for this guy. Like, let's just be honest. Reestablishes his footprint across Asia. Fans worldwide acknowledge Ye's longevity following the latest performance going viral. Now, here's the part I wanted to read. Reviewing the setlist, a fan retweeted, between Ye performing Black Skinhead and ending his concert playing Heil Hitler for the sold-out 72,000 capacity Shanghai China Stadium, it was a historic cultural moment that harkened back to the good old days of Shanghai. What? Okay, I get it. They're getting political. They're saying whatever. It is what it is. The fan would also clarify which version of Heil Hitler Ye performed in a follow-up tweet. The alternate version they shared. Yes, folks, it is not the original explicit Heil Hitler version. It is the edited Hallelujah version. So he didn't even say that. He didn't even say what he's supposed to say. It's essentially the same song. Hallelujah was chosen because it sounds exactly like Heil Hitler. I'm baffled by the cope on this. Ye is currently working on several new albums, including World War III. So they let him get away with it by saying Heil Hitler. They probably told him, you can't come here with that shit. Even though these motherfuckers, half of these motherfuckers might not even know what you're saying, but we know what you're saying and you can't say it, right? So I guess that's going to be his workaround now, so he can do that song. Hey guys, I can come to your show because I'm going to say hallelujah. It won't be what you think it is. Like, can I come? Can I come? Can I come? So it's like, gang, like I don't see many of these shows for this guy. It's going because anywhere that really speaks the language, they're going to have a problem with him coming up there saying the shit he's saying. I'm just going to be honest. He got away, snuck one through. He might be in Malaysia next or something. I don't know where he's going, but end of the day, these people are enamored with him. He ain't been there in 16 years. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of countries that's going to be like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So you got lucky. You got to get your shit off. You know what I'm saying? You have a great time. Enjoy that. It won't be many of these shows. I'm just going to be honest. Ain't going to be no tour. I can tell you that shit. You can do what you want, but I don't see a whole bunch of countries lining up to show this dude the stage. This dude messed his career up. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to leave it at that, man. I don't know what you think. I don't know what you're getting out of that story. I just wanted to report it because I find it wild that he's still getting 70,000 people to come out for any reason. But like I said, they haven't seen him in years. They probably aren't abreast because they are suppressed. Their news is given to them. They don't get the news as freely as we do. If they get any news, it's not going to be a bad thing about Kanye. So they probably think this is the same Kanye from Graduation and Monster and Click. They think this is the same Kanye from 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So to them, it was great. Great show, Kanye. Good show, right? So end of the day, man, I think this guy is an abomination to the culture. I still think he made great music. I don't see us getting great music ever again, but I think that this is the end of the road for Kanye. We've lost another idol, and I got a video coming about how do we get here with all these idols and legends. They all have fallen. They've fallen. They've crashed out bad. They're down bad. It's like we just don't respect them because we shouldn't have to. I'm going to leave it at that. CLBMG. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They got all kind of flavors. They ship all across the continental U.S. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live on The What Show. Me, TJ, and Fliz. We talk about hip-hop, politics, sometimes, not really. We don't really talk about politics, but we do talk about sports. We talk about movies and games and stuff of that nature. A lot of music talk, you know what I'm saying? Tune in. Let me know. It's on my channel, and we on 8 different platforms at the same time, so you can find us somewhere. Just look for my name, and you'll catch it. All right, The What Show. All right, I'm going to catch you on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. black-yeti.com.
CLB.